get blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday, 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. She dropping knowledge on head and it's free for the play. Tap in right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every A. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. You know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
Hello, welcome to the Casual Convo Show. I'm your host, Coco, where we have conversations about topics that affect the communities, personal and business relationships. We always have the casual convo, so you don't have to have the tough convo. And of course, joining me, as every week, my amazing co-host, DJ extraordinaire, Big Bosco from the Bronx.
Sorry for being late, y'all. It was on me.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
You can say it. It's okay.
I'm not gonna say.
It's okay.
Hey, Lisa. So I know we always start off before we get into we're going to be talking about current topics today.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, Matrix. But before we start, let's do the mental health check-in. Do you want to go first?
I'm good. You go first. I mean, you go ahead. I'm good.
My mental health check-in for today is
Keep it real. Yeah, keep it real.
It's not good. My mental health has been challenged. It's being challenged currently. What I will say, even though I'm being challenged, it's been an eye-opener. And I'm going to say it's been an eye-opener because when we talk about value, and you know how people are like, I know my worth, I know my value, or I value this friendship, I value this person, I value this family member, this person is so fucking important to me, right? The last 3 days, I realized that was a lie. I ain't even going to say the last 3 days. I'm going to say for the last couple of weeks. So there are like people who you will give everything for.
Yeah.
People you will do anything for. You can give so much of yourself with not expecting nothing in return.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you are mentally going through it, you realize who don't even say, hey, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
But instead, you can just say, I'm not good right now. And they still focus on their bullshit.
Yeah.
Or something else. And then it's like you can share with people. Because if I could say it, I would. But you can tell people what's going on. And you be all right. You know, you strong. You got it. You know what to do. You going. I don't want to hear none of that.
Nope.
Like, to me, that's bullshit. Especially when somebody's life is at risk. When you don't know which way something might come. And people just find a joke or find it funny. Don't take it seriously. All I'm gonna say is, if anything happened to me, I better not see that. I'ma haunt every motherfucking body who say I fucked with her. She was this person. She was that person. No, the fuck I wasn't, because probably 2 people that knew act like they gave a fuck. Everybody else, it was like regular normal. People ask questions, say what they want to say, to be nosy.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't care. And I'm gonna just say this: my energy is definitely going to change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to treat people how they treat me.
Mm-hmm.
So just know, if I change differently towards you,
Mm-hmm.
it's because I'm reciprocating what you give me.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, the same way everybody got a family, everybody want to do this, everybody want to make it home, everybody want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do the same thing for myself.
You know something?
So right now, I'm gonna just say, especially within the last 3 days, no. And for those of y'all who knew and really want to know, fuck y'all. And I mean, sorry, but I'm gonna just
no. You're right. You know the thing. What's up, niece of mine, Morena? I'm trying to say Morena Bella at the same time. Like when you were saying about the statement when they say you're strong, like I told you when we talked, even the strong survive, but the strong even die. And the way I was taught coming up, the strong survive, but the strong die. The strong die a more violent death because people think they're so strong. And sometimes I feel when people say, "Oh, you're strong, you'll do it," it's basically they're telling me, "Get over it. You're just gonna have to get over it." And I'm strong. My niece said I'm strong, but I cry. I call on the phone trying to hold back tears. It's not that easy. It's not about being strong. It really isn't. Because we all have strength somewhere, but we all have a weakness. And that's when that weakness is exposed. Those around us need to say, hey, we need to be a shield or something to help people get over this. And I think that's the problem with people that we say we trust, or those who say, oh, I got your back, and da-da-da-da-da. You know who got your back is when you call on them and I'm like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Like with me, I'm aggressive with it. But I say it in like, yo, tell me, I need to know. So maybe I can help you handle it or whatever. And I think we don't have enough of those. Everyone just say, yeah, I'm down with some, I'm ride or die, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. But when the time comes, then they're not there. But while Coco, oh, you back? There you go. And I think what you was talking about, it actually goes into my thoughts about Karen. And my thoughts for the night, y'all, are we're gonna talk about current events, and I think we're gonna talk about what's going on in Israel, Palestine. I'm not gonna give too much, but we're gonna discuss it.
I'm still here.
Oh, I know. I hear you shuffling. I think we seem to put our care in the wrong place. We're not paying attention to things. We tend to jump on the hottest thing or the most trendy thing rather than actually looking into what's really going on. This could be with people. This can be with what's going on overseas. It can be anything. We love to be part of trends, to say, I'm a part of it. Yeah, I support this. But how much do you really support? How much do you support that person you known for 5, 6, 7, 8 years, or even 20 years? Other than say, yeah, we cool. How cool are you? Do you knock on their door? Do you send them a text, say, good morning, you good? Every week we have a mental health check-in to see how everyone is doing.
Then you know what make me mad though?
Yeah.
It be the people that don't even know you.
Mm-hmm.
That be ready to go to war with you. That's the messed up part about it.
Yeah.
You know, I literally got people who I love dearly that have never called me and said, and I be seeing them, talking to them, never even said, yo, hey, what's up? How you doing? I never got that.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, man. And let me send shouts out to, ask everybody out there who's watching us, Matrix. I hope you're doing good. Lisa, I hope you're doing good. I hope your mental's straight. Of course, my niece, Morena, I hope you're good. I'll talk to you probably after the show. And y'all, if y'all ever got something y'all need to get off your chest, this is the forum to do it. Just post it up. We'll talk about it. If you want to come on the show and you want to talk about, your mental, or you just need some words, you just need to get something out, this is the show that we do it. We're not like other podcasts. We want you to express yourselves. We're not going to judge you. That's how we do.
Not today, probably tomorrow or something.
I'm talking about that's how we do. But we got a lot to talk about though. You want to get the party started?
No, but I'm dead serious. So if anything happens to me, Basco know who did it.
Yeah. I know.
So.
I know. That's why I'm glad you called me today. We talked about it. So then I know what's going on. We still got some more talking to do. But you got my number. I'll pick up the phone, except when I'm listening to Mom Aretha Franklin. But but I hear you, Lisa.
Don't be making no posts about me and calling you. I was distraught.
Oh no, it wouldn't bother you. No, but you know what's so funny about it? Right after I talked to you, and you said I had to call on the line. Man, my doctor had me on the phone forever. As soon as I hung up, I'm putting in that Aretha Franklin, and my son calls me back, and I was like, they don't want me to listen to Aretha Franklin today. It was like for like the next hour, it was like a call back to back to back. Like, they don't want me to listen to Aretha today. I listen to Aretha on Wednesdays.
But how are you gonna get the me and start cussing? And that's the part that you didn't put in your post was how you answered the phone. Nigga, what the fuck you want?
I ain't say it like that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I said, how you gonna interrupt my Aretha?
You cussed at me. I heard like 3 curse words in there.
For one thing, I don't use the F word. I rarely use it. So you know.
All right, I probably added that one in, but
yeah, you probably did.
I know you called me the N word though.
Oh, I call everybody that.
Anyway, all right, let's get into the first one. Me over there. The first topic was okay. I guess I know some people won't be like we tired of talking about it, but of course we're gonna talk about it in the way that we would talk about it. Will and Jada.
You want me to go first? You want to go first?
You can go first.
Oh yeah. You know what I got to say? All of y'all who came at me when I posted Chris Rock after he did that show, all y'all who came at me with all that mouth, Jada, yeah, he Will should have smacked Chris Rock, blah 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 blah. He's disrespectful. Will, poor Will Smith. All y'all, you know what? F you. Oh, my man, Corvo's in the building. That's my dude right there. F y'all. I'm not going to use that word.
I still think he should have got smacked up, though, because this is the thing.
It's not so much to smack. It's not so much to smack.
Right.
What I'm talking about is how people praised her, but they forgot about that man on stage. They praised her. Blah, 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 blah.
Did she got alopecia for real?
Huh?
I seen something, but she don't even got alopecia no more. The alopecia went away?
That's another thing I'm going to talk about.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that too. She's selling pain for profit. She's selling pain for profit. She's on every show, talking, and basically dragging Will Smith through the mud, and not even caring. And I told so many people she's gonna do it again. I said if she was just like Connie, I said, don't worry, she's gonna do it again. Nah, you just hating on her. Zebra doesn't change its stripes. Oh, y'all, she's talking about her alopecia. Oh, she ain't got it no more, huh? Because once you lose your hair, take it from me. Once you lose your hair, it don't come back. She said she shaved her hair because her hair doesn't grow. Look like it looked pretty good to me. And I told people, I said, she bullshit. I said, if you check her track record going back to when she's on A Different World, her castmates said they did not like working with Jada Pinkett. The only one that had her back is Tommy Davidson. They don't like working with Jada Pinkett. Charles S. Dutton said the same thing when he was filming Low Down Dirty Shame. He said she was hard to deal with. They all come out and say the same thing. She's dragging Will Smith through the mud. And I still see memes about Will Smith. I'm like, but y'all, these same people forgot about him. And the same ones who was talking that smack, I'm like, where y'all at? Y'all quiet. Why y'all quiet? She's dragging this man through the mud. But now, let me say, what if it was him doing it to her? Let's be honest. I'm doing the whataboutism that a lot of people like to use. I'm doing it now. What if it was him doing that to her? Dragging her. What would be the thing? Misogynist. He doesn't like women. All these words would have came out about him by the same ones who were saying support. Fuck Jada Pinkett.
Who's supporting her?
The ones who are quiet and seeing the shit that she's doing. The best way to
Well,
support
I
the
think
person is
because we
being
are,
quiet.
especially from here in Baltimore, we don't claim her. Okay, that's number one.
I'm not saying names
Number,
because you know how many people come to my wall. But the very ones who was coming at me when I
when you
posted,
stop saying names though? When did we do that?
I'm not going because I'm not going to do that.
Oh, okay, man, we ain't got to do that today. But
I ain't gonna. But you know
okay.
one particular one. You know one particular one.
Okay, but I'm just saying. So okay, I know what you're talking about. So this is my thing. F Jada. I'm gonna say why, and I've been saying F Jada because Jada had everybody messed up for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all been allegedly separated since
2016.
Okay, so my Gigi baby is watching me on YouTube, so I want to say hello to my Gigi baby Della. Hey Tasia and my stink. So I'm gonna keep it G rated when I'm about to say, so I'm not gonna cuss that much. So what I will say is, first of all, okay, they've been separated allegedly since 16 according to her. This is her truth. Even everybody says, okay, Will wrote a book, Will been seeing other women, but they've always been open and stating that they had an open marriage. Cool. Why are we making a big deal over who he screwed or whatever's going on, right? Love you, Della. So I'm sorry. So then on top of that, okay, you got this going on. And now you choose in 2023, going into 2024, to tell everybody that y'all been separated.
August got a boyfriend, Robert.
And her mind divorced, but y'all not legally divorced, so you're still married. Whatever your arrangement was, why is it okay? You wrote a book. Why do you keep publicly humiliating him? Even if he did slap that man, now you want to say because he came on to you. But he still slapped him in your honor. So now you want to make him look triple stupid after you done made him look like a simp for the August Alsina thing, and he still had your back. You doing it again because he still is not publicly trashing you or tarnishing your image. And then she went as far to say he had a little ping. But that's your husband. And you wonder why your kids don't like you. And you was messing with your kids' friends. You embarrassed your whole family. It's not even about you and him, but you keep targeting him. But let's be real, without him, you wouldn't even be where you at because then what Tupac alopecia got to do with this? We was good knowing that Tupac rocked the ball head. Why we got to know about
Tupac shaved his head?
Ain't your alopecia?
Tupac shaved his head. Everyone know he shaved his head. When he started really blowing up, he shaved his head. He
said, "Open marriage is that." So the open marriage meaning they are open to see other people while they're still married. Meaning their commitment is to them. Like they're not going nowhere, but because they want to still get a little bit on the outside, that's what they're going to do. But their union is still solid. That's their norm. Do we all agree with it? Probably not. Probably do. A lot of people are in an open marriage and don't even know it, but at least they both on the same page.
Paying for profit. I didn't say paying. PAIN for profit. That's what she's doing.
Paying but then it's like, how much is this man supposed to take? So then if we see him smack her, is he justified? Because how much can one person? That's embarrassment.
You know, I can prove my point about if it was different. Look at the situation with who was it that recently just got custody of their kids and trying to sue for money? What's his name? Not Mary's husband. Who? I can't remember who it was. It's like real recent. Anyway, look how they dragged him through the mud, saying how he's trying to get her money. Da 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 da. And like I said, imagine if Will Smith was exposing all the stuff about her. Her booty's small. She ain't got no breasts. Da da da. He would get destroyed. His career be over. His career about over now is because he smacked Chris Rock in defense of her. And she ain't doing nothing in public to say we're not married, but that's still my husband. She ain't showing him no support. She's dragging him through the mud. Imagine if it was the other way around. But see, when I say stuff like that, or you just don't like black women.
And don't he got a
No.
movie? Don't he got a movie get ready to come out? Like you
Yeah.
ruin his deals. I'm gonna say it because he did it in the name of you, but y'all was separated, so you made him look dumb for doing that. Because now you saying you didn't agree with it. I didn't know. You knew.
You
Because
know.
he wouldn't have did it if you didn't know. So if you didn't know and you wanted to keep that, okay, let it go. It happened already. The world is over it. Now you want to bring up the same thing over and over. And everybody like, but he had a book, he did this, but he didn't go on a I'ma tear her down,
No.
have y'all hate her or try to make her look like less than. If anybody comes, she's painting her own picture. You gotta read the book of his to find out what's
Exactly.
going on. He ain't go out here and tell y'all her stuff was dry trash.
Oh, a lot
And
of that book.
that's what he did. He still, I don't know what type of voodoo she did on him, or what kind of black magical power she got, because he still went public and like, it's me. I didn't pay attention to her. Well, shut the fuck up. Just don't even say nothing else. Don't even say nothing else, because we trying to protect you, but you making it real hard because you looking stupid in these streets. That must be some Philly stuff because I don't understand that.
I don't either. Like I said, I look at
no shade to nobody from Philly. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, no.
But it is what it is.
It's crazy because I'm like, if had he done it, and these simps out here would have been Will Smith ain't shit because they was already doing it anyway. Will Smith ain't shit.
Matrix say they don't know if they're in an open relationship. That's called cheating. I mean, one person a little bit more open than the other.
Yeah, so.
But then, okay, let's dissect that part though. She said, people don't know it's called cheating, right? All right. So
if you don't know Robert Corbo, that's my dog. We've been friends. We linked up when I went to Connecticut. Corbo, he need to come on the show.
Send him a link. I just sent somebody the link, so I don't know if they're going to join the
I said he you know what, Corbo on the show. we gotta push the show from 8 o'clock. We gotta move the show to like from 12 o'clock to 1 a.m.
No, but I'm just saying. So if somebody cheats on, okay, say me and you together, right? You cheat on me because everybody know men cheat, women don't. So you cheat on me, and then I accept the cheat, and then you cheat again. Okay, just one of us open. I know you cheating. Is it still cheating if I knew you cheated and I accepted the cheat and took you back and you still cheating? And I know you still cheating, but you cheating just because you don't know if I'm cheating or not. Yeah. So does that make we still open, right? It's just open on your side.
Right.
But I know that side is there. Is that still considered cheating? That he cheating because now I know that he out here getting his. I'm just still saying. What is that called? Stupidity?
Yeah. Stupidity.
No. What if that's called? I think that's called. I know what it is, and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's less work I gotta do.
Yeah.
Make sure they both cheaters. But what if I'm not cheating? I'm just I look. If somebody else giving it up, I ain't got to. That's less I gotta do. But I might still got the benefits of home. You got some people that think like that. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to do this no more. You can get all that little freaky deaky stuff over there.
I can't do it.
So is that still open, or what is that called?
It's open on their part.
She said, then leave or cheat. What if he or she don't want to leave?
If you don't want to leave and you ain't gonna cheat, then you're a fool. Period. If you don't want to leave and you don't want to cheat, then you're a fool. Period. Next topic.
But they always say, through thick and thin. And you hear some people like, well, eventually they get tired.
Forget that.
I had an older, I never forget it. I forgot I was probably in my 20s. And I was an old lady. She was like, I ain't going nowhere. It don't work now, but I'm still here. They ain't getting my man. I was like, oh, okay.
Hand TV makes the point because if he divorces her, he's gonna have to put out.
True.
I would never get married in California.
Why? What's up with California?
Because when you get that divorce, one of y'all paying big time. And that alimony stuff don't end until that other person marries.
What if you have a prenup?
Different. I don't know.
I mean, but if you're the cheater and she ain't going nowhere, do you still keep the best of both worlds? Because the one at home might can cook.
You cheat on me, I'm out. Oh, Connecticut too? Dang. You cheat on me, I'm out.
Oh, so everybody in the comment section is faithful and loyal? Is that what y'all trying to tell me? Somebody on here lying.
Oh, yeah, everybody lying.
Somebody on here lying. Everybody, y'all ain't never cheat? Give me an ex phone number. Let me find out.
I'll give you mine right now. She'll tell you.
Call her. I dare you.
Hold on a second. I'll call her.
Okay, so while we waiting for Bosco to call his ex, let's go and see what y'all say.
Right, here we go. She might be sick because she got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Who phone number?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to
Yeah, she's on. Hey. Oh, hold on.
She blocked you?
Nah, that's what she. Hey, yo, give me a call if you get this message for 10 o'clock later. What? She'll tell you. I ain't never cheated.
Did she block you?
No, she don't block me.
Why go straight to voicemail? That's a color bait.
She got to work. She got
to work.
No, she got to be at work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
So
hey, Ravonda. We're on the podcast. Have I ever cheated on you?
No.
Repeat that a little louder for them.
Have
I ever cheated on you?
No.
What type of man was I to you? Tell the truth.
You good.
Thank you. I love you.
So why y'all break up then? Who cheated?
Oh, Lord, you got the people stirred.
Yeah, I know. You see, they try to
The people stirred.
Yeah, they try to clown me. They think I was a cheater. No. I would. I didn't give you all the time you deserve, but I wasn't no cheater.
Oh.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I don't think that was his ex. I think that's his ex.
Okay. She said she don't believe you're my ex. Tell her what's our daughter's name?
Paris.
Now Paris is the one you saw, Coco, on the my birthday post. My daughter, one I'm always talking about. This is
that's
her
right
here. Yeah. All right. Appreciate. Yeah. Thank you. They don't believe it.
What's her name?
Ravonda.
Hi, Ravonda. Nice to meet you. You don't have to.
I got you on headphones.
You myself, so you can tell me.
Hold on, Ravonda. I bet Coco say something to her.
Hey, nice to meet you. I said I'm gonna call you myself next time, so you ain't gotta make it sound good for him.
So you got people hot and bothered.
Yeah, you see how they be trying to play me, Ravonda?
No, we was having a conversation about cheating, and he was making it seem like he was this great man, and I said, well, call an ex and find out. So you must be the only ex he didn't cheat on. So that's why he called you.
No, he didn't cheat on me.
Thank you. Thank you.
What she say?
I didn't cheat on her. I just didn't.
I have no reason to lie or nothing. He did not cheat on
me. I just didn't give her the time that she deserved. Period. Told you. I ain't lying. Thanks, Ravonda. See how they be trying to play me on the podcast? But yeah, you got to work in the morning? Or you working? Oh, you don't work?
I work day shift.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you.
We're gonna call you back in a couple minutes before you go home now.
Bye, Ravonda. Bye.
That's the only one he ain't cheat on, y'all.
Nah, I don't cheat. I keep telling you, I don't cheat. I don't cheat.
Hey.
I don't cheat.
I don't believe you though, but
well, that's my man. See, you see why I said we can add Carbo on the show, Robert? Yeah. We gotta have him on the show.
I'm trying not to stay in the comments. So I'm trying to keep my eyes.
We got to have him on the show after 12 o'clock. when all the kids are in bed, the bandwidth on Facebook is low, and only ones that are up are the grown folks.
Oh shit.
Well, that's my dude though. That's my dude. Well, like I said, when I went to Connecticut, we linked up. That's my boy, man. The Jamaican Italian, the Rasta.
So I got a question for the women in the comment section. I know y'all say y'all don't cheat, y'all don't do all of this. So when Kevin Gates spit in that girl mouth, was that cheating because she was pregnant?
That was just nasty.
But okay, but it was. It definitely was. But she definitely allowed it.
Yeah.
And it's not like everybody seems surprised. I wasn't, because if you listen to him,
Yeah.
he definitely describes that
Mhm.
in his music and
Mhm.
his relationships and things
Mhm.
that see, Lisa said that's cheating. I would think so too, because
Mhm.
this is another man's bodily fluid
Mhm.
going into you
But he
open
gay.
in public. So they was in the open.
Nigga gay anyway. So you know.
It was right. I was just shocked that I don't think I was. I think he's probably done that before. That's the first time it was filmed and circulated.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the first time.
Because they all be spitting on people.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you
What up,
doing, man?
Willie? That's my brother. Next question. I know what's the next topic. I need to pull mine up so I can see what the hell
Right.
we're reading.
So I hope y'all had a lot of fun on that, because now this is the real stuff. The war.
Oh.
How do you feel about it? Like,
I got
okay, so I guess the real, I think how the real question of what came about, and I know we touched on it before, was
Mhm.
so we had this war going on that
Mhm.
I know a lot of us aren't paying attention to, but if you look around you in your local community,
Mhm.
the changes that you see are a direct impact of that war.
Mhm.
If we all pay attention. And like when you and I talked about it, it's like you said, why the kids, that's what they do over there. They don't care.
They
They did a
don't.
suicide bombing into the building. Like that was their 9/11.
They don't care.
And they're like toys, they don't care. They will kill themselves for the cause.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people had the headlines like the biblical war and all of this stuff. And I know we
Mhm.
all did talked about all of these things. So then I'm looking at it and I'm like, and I said it. Remember when they did that national alert and everybody was like, that bullshit, da, 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 da.
Me and you were talking about that. Yep.
Nobody took it seriously. And I
Yep.
was like, something else is coming that we don't
Oh,
even know about yet. Because when have they ever done that?
I don't remember
There
all
wasn't
my
no Amber
9 years.
Alert. That was a national alert. Not
Mhm.
even a week later, boom. Now you got this war. Now nobody's paying attention. Remember, we was talking about China.
Yep.
China is right there ready to invade Taiwan,
Mhm.
which a lot of like minerals, all of those things, the
Mhm.
trade, they shutting down the trades to America, for real,
Mhm.
honestly and truthfully. With
Mhm.
all of this, what can America get? You looking at the stores, the shelves are bare, oil is up, everything is going up.
Mhm.
And now you got um what's his name?
Biden, Putin.
What do I call him? Simple.
Oh yeah. Just say simple.
See now,
Yeah.
talking about we got to send billions here and trillions here between Ukraine and them, talking because we got to keep those things there. So how? How do you give up all this money when we broke and our economy is suffering, and you done raise taxes, you taxing the mess out of everybody here in America, and all this money is going over there. So if we go to war, then what? If the war comes here, who we got to protect us? Because you sending everybody over there.
You know something? Let everybody know. Me and Coco talk all the time about stuff going on, all the time. So what you guys are hearing is something that we discussed, and we didn't discuss it for the show. We just discussed it. And the problem with all of us, I don't care if you're black, white, whatever, Republican, Democrat, I don't care what you are. The problem we have here is we pay attention to the wrong things because we want to pick and choose sides. One side wants to be Republican, other side wants to be Democrat, and that's the sides we always go on. Well, you got those of us in the middle who say, okay, there's more to this than the left and the right. What's up? What's up?
What up?
What's up? What's up?
Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah,
Hello,
you clear, you
Neil.
clear now. Yeah, what's up,
Welcome,
man?
Okay, okay.
welcome.
Yeah, there's a whole lot more to it. And when the alert went off last week or week or whatever, we got me and Coco first we said there's something about to happen. Because I was telling her how in the military, in all 10 years I was in there, we had one major alert. We have alerts here and there just for training, but we had one major alert. when they said, pack it up. And we knew what was going on. We were on our way out the door. I was just getting ready to get out the military too. And they said, you can't get out. You got to wait because you're medic. We need medics. We got to keep you on standby. So I had to sit there for months. And like, when am I going home? I had my paperwork right there, ready to go around and check everything out, but I couldn't go anywhere. Next thing I know, they were over there in Somalia. And I'm like, I ain't asked for this. And my thing with the money thing, we got money to send to everybody. Ukraine, Israel, whoever. But we ain't got a dime for our own people. It's crazy. And for those who say, I support Israel, I'm going to tell you, y'all fools. And this had nothing to do with biblical stuff, nothing about Christianity, Judaism. It had nothing to do with that. Israel been grimy. They've been grimy for the longest. And I don't know why people keep thinking Israel is just nice, clean slate. Israel treats their poor worse than we treat ours. We're here, we don't give a shit about them. We might say, man, get out of here, bum. In Israel, they spit on the poor. Everything they can. They actually do shit to the poor that you like, even Americans say, damn, that's disgusting. And us of color, you go over there, they will treat you like they treat you like dirt unless they know you have money. I've been there, so I know. Period. Israel is no better than the people they're fighting. Just keeping it 100. Israel is grimy. Benjamin Netanyahu, grimy. The thing he said about us was, America does what I say. That told me, and that was 3 or 4 years ago. I'm no Trump supporter, and anyone who follows me knows I clown that man his whole administration. But the one thing I gotta admit about him, he was saying shit like, y'all better watch out, man. He would warn us. He was full of shit a lot of times, but there's always a little truth somewhere. And Biden, I wanted to support him, but after the first year, I'm like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. We got to get out of this left and this right, Democrat, Republican stuff, and look at the big picture. They don't give a shit about us. Stop voting for these knuckleheads. They rich old white men, and this is not racist. They're rich old white men who don't know our struggle, but they want to tell us how we should live. Bullshit. Israel ain't worth a damn. And that thing what they pull off, where they bomb the hospital or the school, whatever. Nah.
They were sending a message, and they cut off all the water.
Oh yeah, they cut. Yeah.
Neil.
Yes, ma'am.
What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm
Welcome.
great. How are y'all?
This is your first time here.
It is.
Oh no, that's who I had said I sent the thing to. He was like, "Let me in."
Oh, okay.
I was backstage chilling, waiting to get my opinions. I didn't really want to participate with the Jada stuff anyway, but it's all good.
Go ahead. What's your thought? No,
go ahead. Yourself, man. So
my thing on the Israel though, my first question is, they're supposed to be one of the richest countries over there. They have oil. They have old Jew money from when they were backing other countries in their wars, lending money and getting it back tenfold on the dollar. Why do they need our 100? What is it? 100 billion?
Trillion.
100 trillion?
It went up.
Why do they need our $100 trillion? That's question number one.
I have no answer.
And then
because
question number two,
trying to keep ties to somewhere over there because the other countries over in that they don't fool with us. So when he picked his side, the rest sided with
Muslim countries.
And they also sided, which are also teamed up with like Russia, parts of Africa, and China.
Right.
So they're all together against us, and you got Europe and them riding, teetling the fence because they trying to see who gonna have the most, so they can see who they gonna rock with, because they're on the outskirts of everything.
I get that, but that's still why do you need our money? You know what I'm saying? Like they definitely have the money to back their own war. If you invading the country, you can't tell me that you want to invade this.
That money going
Right.
somewhere else.
No, because
Exactly.
nobody's trading with us really but them.
Right.
So they
That
trying
money
to
going
keep
somewhere
some
else.
type of something on, because think about it, nobody's really fooling with America other than overly taxing us for
That's it.
what it is that we need, because we don't, because with this administration we have so many enemies than what we had before. So now when we want something, we got to tax. So that's why everything is going up. We're not getting what we want, and then every time he side with somebody, yeah, we sanction people, but they sanction us back. That's why we don't have a lot of stuff coming in.
Right.
We don't have a lot of things that we utilize for everyday living is not made here. It's in
Right.
most of the countries that we're beefing with, right? So if I know you need me for this because you done tore up your own soil, I'm gonna tax the mess out you, and I'm gonna still threaten to come and tear up your whole country.
No
So now,
taxation without no taxation without direct invasion.
and they keep telling, he keeps talking about don't. They already did.
They
What
already
are you
Right.
talking about?
Yeah, and it
Question
angers me. Like, oh, good now.
But
Good.
here's my question number 2 is
Mm.
how is it, and y'all already touched on it. It's really no answer, but
Mm.
you can give away $100 trillion to other countries. We gave away what so far 70 million
Yep.
to what was that, Ukraine, and he wants
Right.
another 25 million for them.
Did you say
But
what? Break that number up. You know how much we sent them, including weapons and
Yeah.
soldiers?
well, I'm
and
just
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
numbers
Yeah.
that they
Just like-
said.
yeah.
They said, I'm sure it's much more.
Yes.
But then when it comes to universal health care, that would bankrupt the country. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really at the point where these are questions, but I know they're never going to get answered, and I know it's never going to get fixed. So,
Yeah.
like when we talk about because I work in a barbershop, so this is all we do all
Oh, yeah.
day is talk
Oh, yeah.
about these type of things.
No doubt.
Most of the barbers, at least, we have come to the realization that no matter who's in office, no matter what the deficit, the political climate, the shutdown for the government, like really nothing ever really changes for us, the people down at the bottom of the totem pole anyway.
Nope.
So why even really, address it?
Go ahead.
Oh no.
That's it. Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean,
It does affect it. Certain things do change. I'm gonna tell you, like I think I said, did I say this last week? Some things, unless you get certain benefits, you don't see the changes. Because a lot of times when these things happen in world news in other countries that affect America and the deals that we make and that our politicians are in, it does hit the Medicare, the elderly, the younger people, and the people that's already living in poverty who may be getting like government benefits or things like that. They're just starting to cut them. Then they start to raise Medicare. Then you notice it hit your whatever your pension and all of that stuff is. It tax you in some way, shape, or form. All of a sudden they do readjustments. That's what they call them. Why the readjustments being made? There's never an explanation. But if you follow and you go into those senates and the Congress and you listening on those meetings, they pull money from those programs so that they can send money over here. They don't take it from their money or your money or the upper class. It's going to come from there, and the next thing you know, you got higher taxes, just like the tax credits. They lowered them. Remember, everybody was like, I ain't getting the same amount because nobody paid attention to when they stated that they were lowering the tax credit, but you would pay more in certain areas, which lowered your refund or cut it in half. So that's why I was saying we don't pay attention. Then when the question come, everybody mad. But it's all been going on, and some of them questions are on the ballot, but because you don't understand it, you just pick anything.
and that's the thing, and that's why, and I'm speaking on our people. That's why it angers me with our people, because see, we don't pay attention to the ballot. We don't go to the city councils and all this. We don't go to these meetings. We just talk. You got to go up there and make something happen. Like with us, we went up to city council. They approved reparations for us here in Asheville. We're still in there fighting the city council how we're going to get this stuff dispersed. But they approved reparations for here. Look it up. They approved reparations for
Who's
him.
they?
The city.
Okay.
And that here
So
in
the
Asheville, North
city is
Carolina.
going to give people reparations there.
Yeah, and well, it went through the state.
Mhm.
But we're one of the very few cities in the nation who actually got it done. Guys like Paul that comes on the show, Coco, guys like him are always up there, and me, we bomb these places like, yo, da 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 da, and they was like, okay, we give in. But see,
Yeah.
now we're trying to figure out how they're going to disperse this stuff. They're trying to do other things like build a program. Said, no, let us decide. We're not saying cut everybody a check, but we got to figure things. We're going to we're not going to let you decide. Well, we're going to take this money and build this. No, because you're building it for yourselves. We ain't
Mhm.
going
Man,
for
cut
this.
me a check. I don't need
Yeah,
you.
cut
I
me
know
some
how to
land
manage
if
Yeah,
my
yeah,
own
yeah,
money.
yeah.
Cut
But
me
see,
a check.
yeah. But see, when it's just trying to get them just to throw out a check to anybody,
Mhm.
anyone to come along, yeah, get a check. But see, they try to do things the way they want to do. Like, no, y'all not gonna decide this. Because anything y'all build is gonna be for yourselves, and you're gonna say, oh well, it took all the money to build this building, blah 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 blah
Exactly.
blah.
That's
Nah,
why I say I'd rather cut me the check.
yeah,
Let me decide
yeah,
what I want
You
to
know, they
do with
need to
my
make
money. If
sure
it's for me,
they need to make sure the money that you're going to spend is going to go right back into the economy to
exactly.
boost it up. The same way, remember a couple years back, when Obama was in office, and right around tax time, they did that stimulus,
Yeah,
and everybody went shopping. And what happened
yeah,
to the economy? It
yeah.
went up
It went up.
because they knew I give you a little bit of extra, you're going to spend it because he needed to boost the economy. Smart
Mm-hmm.
on one hand, but then on the other hand, we didn't do what we should have done. Whereas though some people invested their money or did it put it into a home, some type of something.
But see,
We
that's
spent and
yeah.
boosted. So that's why when they cut them checks, they need to make sure that you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get excited about this money so you can spend it. Most of us,
Mm-hmm.
we know, oh, I'm gonna go out and get this, I'm gonna go out and get fresh. We
Yeah,
want to get these companies rich. We're not thinking about how you're thinking, right?
right. And see, that's what we're
right?
trying to get to where when we do get our checks cut, we can buy housing. I mean, buy homes, buy property, and whatever.
I
Rather than say, here's $100, go turn up.
I hear what you're saying, but
Yeah,
just being realistic.
yeah.
So like at one point around that time, what you're talking about, Coco, I was in a well, no, it was way before then, but it was around the time when like the housing market crashed back in 2008, 2009, and the
Mm-hmm.
economy was suffering. Then they were doing the bailout for GM.
Mm-hmm.
So I was taking a class, and I was in a class with this guy. He was a former Wall Street executive, finance, whatever,
Mhm.
and he said the way the economy works, there's always going to be people. There's always going to be levels to it because there are always going to be people who are financially illiterate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he at that time he said, "Yo, they've crunched the numbers several times. They could like when they needed to stimulate the economy. He was like they could have really stimulated. Like the government has enough money to give every person $1 million."
Yes.
And he said, even if you give a person $1 million, there's going to be tiers. There's going to be those tiers that of people. One group is going to invest their money. They're going to have generational wealth. The next, they're going to manage the money and live off of it for their lifetime. And there's going to be that last tier that they're going to blow that money and they're
Yeah.
going to go back broke. That's just the
Yeah.
way the society is built with the level of financial education that people have and people's mindset and willpower. So when you talk about Coco, like, yeah, they take these money from programs, that's nothing new. They've been doing it. So, and I hear you as well, Bosco, saying that we need to go to these meetings. But like I said in the barbershop, man, everybody comes through. So we have mayors, former mayors, people running for public office now.
So
Like,
has anybody asked the question, what needs to be done to change it? Because it hasn't always been like that. So I think what we're talking about is the benefit of what people don't understand, the power in community.
so
So
what needs to really change is here, and this is where I said, if I ever was, like, if I would have won that $1 billion, like, I'm gonna take care of my family. But part of it, like, we don't learn financial literacy in schools, especially in the black community. Now, the other communities, they have means because they've benefited so long. We're the ones who are oppressed and have the mindset that we can never do anything. But it all starts because we don't learn financial literacy. So one, that's where it needs to start. We need to start teaching financial literacy at a young age to kids high school, because I always said, like, yeah, you need math and you need whatever, but parenting skills and financial literacy should be a part of a high school program, because those are the things that you don't learn, especially in our community, that we don't learn. And we have to figure it out along the way. Even if you're fortunate enough to have been in a middle class family, most of those middle class families, like, they didn't talk about investing money. They talked about saving money.
Okay, can I ask
Investments
you a
make
question
you, let
real
me
quick?
just finish this.
Okay.
Investments make you financially wealthy for generations. Saving money makes you comfortable in your lifetime.
Okay, so I got two questions on that. So you said you had politicians and stuff that come into your barbershop and y'all have these conversations. So within that conversation is the questions asked of at what point or how can we go about putting this into the curriculum for the families who need that type of education? Like you said, we need to put it in the schools, but it has to be a part of the curriculum, which has to be going through whatever channels. Because honestly, my kids, when they were in school, they had it. They had banking, they had all kinds of stuff. But how do you got to also
Right, but it's not
understand
nationwide. It's not across the
that's
board.
not, but I'm just saying it starts within community, like you said, most of us, because it's most of us that don't know it. So when it
Hmm.
comes to financial literacy, and I think I said this on a couple of shows before, if you don't have if because most of the teaching starts at home. So if my family isn't, I'm not saying it's true for mine, but if my family is not financially literate, aware, or responsible, how can they teach that to a kid? So when you say put it into the school, so if I'm in communication with politicians who as a part of a decision making or can be advocate for these things, how does that conversation start or is that conversation had? Because if I meet with them, if I have a mayor or a councilman in my district and school, because it got to start somewhere, I'm going to introduce that conversation. What do I need to do? How do we do this? How do we implement this? Because those changes start there, because you have to let them know that it's an issue.
So if you're asking me, my answer to that is, number one, you said, you hit on a good point, because I just think about my family. Well, not somewhat, because my father, he was that type. He invested. He did real estate. At one point, he owned properties. So he kind of was, into building wealth and not just surviving. But I know, like, on the other side, my mother, when I, like, I was investing and telling her little things, and like, it would, like, a certain that generation, they're not of the mindset to even do that. And it's our people, because they've been conditioned so long that you work a job for 20 years, you get your pension, that whole time you're working you save x amount of dollars, and then when you retire, you get your pension and you have your savings. They weren't conditioned to do that. So I really don't know how you change the mindset of those people that have been conditioned so long. So I have asked the councilmen and some of the politicians, how do we get that type of stuff in the curriculum? And they were just honest, like, really, with those people that the mindset of just saving and just working, they're probably not even going to vote for a bill if it was put on the ballot to put something like that in the schools. So, but me personally, having, like, I worked with the Boys and Girls Club, like you said, your kids had it. So when I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, we had a program where we partnered with, I believe it was Nations Bank at the time, and they came in and taught those kids financial literacy and how to open a checking account, how to manage your, finances and that sort of thing. My belief is that it's going to have to be that type of thing where we start with community centers, after school programs, and do it that way. I don't think that the government is going to implement that, because it's a design that they don't want everybody to be financial literate. It's designed to, you got to have certain people at the bottom level at all times. So if everybody gets all of the information, it's just like, think back to about, maybe it was about 10 years ago, when bankruptcy, they changed the bankruptcy laws. They changed the bankruptcy laws because we knew what they were at that time, and we figured out how you could file bankruptcy and get your credit restored. Whenever we figure out the game, the rules to the game, they change the rules.
True.
So I feel
Mhm.
like we have to do it on a movement that's our own movement. Like you said, in the communities, at the community centers, at the after school programs, at the
Home,
churches first.
home,
Yes.
and we forget about home.
Right.
That a lot of that stuff starts at home because I'm gonna use myself. I do come from a family who they know how to make money, secure money, invest money, but it wasn't taught. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That a lot of information was held on, and I feel like we do hold on. We pick and choose who we want to get the information to. So as I learned, the first thing I did, even though I learned late, and Bosco can vouch for me, the first thing I did was I wanted to tell my kids. I wanted to tell somebody who I knew that it could help. We hope with us. I feel like we hold on to to information that's vital, just like that. So even yes, we do want to start in our communities, but also if you okay, let's say you're knowledgeable and I'm in your family, why not teach your family how to how to do that? Then that goes down to the other children, and then you start to do that, and you can pass that information on because some people may not know how to teach or where to start, and it does start in the community, but we always we want to just stop at the government, but we don't want to take the time and invest into each other of knowledge. So, and I get there has to be somebody at the bottom, but why do we always got to make sure we stay there?
I mean, like somebody said, like sometimes I don't believe that every family is not attempting to teach their children or whatever. Like somebody posted in the comments. Sometimes it's the person you're teaching, it's a combination of things. You
Mm,
know what I mean? Like there's levels to the problem. It's like an onion, you could peel one off and keep peeling, but I do believe the start is in the community because I feel like the people that the younger generation, like if you start teaching them those things, like at the Boys and Girls Club, we started teaching them at, I think, because we had like 3 different levels of students. So middle schoolish around that time. I think around that time, kids are receptive to information. When you get them, if you start waiting till it's a little later, sometimes
it's harder.
yeah, they have outside influences, or they're just at a point where they have other stuff. So it's like a window where you have to get, in my opinion.
I noticed some of the like when when I moved from the city to the county, I noticed the difference is even in elementary schools, they would give them they had the little like how you get the school money and lunch money, they had cards. And then they
Hmm.
had little like mock ATMs where it would give them a receipt of their balance. You get what I mean? So it
Yeah.
showed you how to checks and balances, what you have less, you're spending, how much do you have, this is and the third. So it starts like that as they got older, it stuck. So then when you get to another stage, and when you got to maybe like the middle school, by the time you got to high school, now you have the what was it, like the PNC that was inside the school for them to open up an account like a savings. And so now you can take all of that and then now it leads you up. So now you can understand certain things of how to put your money in you know what I mean, how to deposit your
Hmm.
money and all of that stuff. And then it just kind of puts you through each step. But they started like really young, and I don't think most of the time most kids don't pay attention like that's what's going on until you really have to use it. But then I
Right.
think when you do better because you start to do that with your own children at a young age. That's why I said a lot of times some of the first lessons all learned at home. Yes, we do need it in the community, but a lot of families don't know where to start if you come from a family who didn't know.
Right.
I got before we go to break, I got a question. Did they teach you guys business economics in school? Came up
No,
I didn't learn economics
no.
at
because
all.
in New York they taught us home ec and business economics.
I did home ec. I knew how to make spaghetti.
I
Like,
didn't have home ec either.
oh yeah, I don't know if they teach it now in New York. I know when I was coming through, they taught us business economics, like GNP and all that stuff. We learned that at actually they started teaching us in 8th grade. I don't like I said, but I don't know what the curriculum is now. Yeah, but we learned a lot of that, and but I think a lot of people in our community just don't want to learn. They get money. I don't want to hear all that. And I found now a lot of younger generation, they don't want to hear from us, the older guys. Oh, we don't want to hear that old shit. We don't want to
Right.
hear. They don't want to hear us. But then when they fall, oh, what did I do? We tried to tell you.
Mhm.
You know. Well, I guess we go to break, huh?
Can I make this last point?
Yeah.
So back to the barbershop. One of our conversations we had today, it was some older dudes and some younger dudes. And one younger dude, he made the great point. He said most people his age, because he's one of the dudes that are exceptional for his age. You know how like my clients that I cut, I have some that I know or I feel like they're on the path to greatness.
Yeah.
But then you have those others that you hear, they just talk about whatever. But he said it plainly. He says, my generation, the problem with us is we can't hear the message because we hear the tone.
Yeah.
He said, a lot of times we feel like you older guys, the way you talk to us, it just makes us shut down immediately. And so we can't hear the message. So it's a combination of everything. That's why I say there needs to be a specific curriculum built, because like even when you're with your family, you may have that knowledge, you may teach your child or you may show them things, but at some point they may get to a point where they're going to do their own thing regardless. So even with that, you know what I'm saying, we got to figure out a way. Like I don't even think education as a whole is teaching these kids now, because I think kids learn differently than we did when we went to school. So
Sure.
I think
Right.
that's the first step, figuring out how to teach the information, then putting the information in a package that it can be taught and can be learned.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
that the tone is not misinterpreted. You know what I'm saying? Like the message doesn't go over the head because of the way it was said.
We're going to go to break, but I'm going to tell you something about tone. Tone is misunderstood because people text and type all day. Don't nobody speak no more. I think so that if we can talk like this and they be like, oh my God. But anyway, you going to come back? You going to come back?
I'm coming back.
All right, so we're going to take a quick 5-minute break. So you guys who are on YouTube and Facebook, you're going to see it disappear. And we will come back in 5. If you're listening on Hand TV and Hand Radio, just don't even go nowhere. Just take a bathroom break, get something to drink. We'll be right back. Neil coming back too.